The night was colder than death itself. A thick fog crept over the forest, swallowing every sound, every trace of life. Rango had never felt the weight of silence press this heavy on his chest. His lantern, small and trembling, barely cut through the blackness. Each step he took sank into the wet earth, as if the forest itself was pulling him in. Deeper and deeper, the trees, twisted and skeletal, leaned toward him like ancient grave markers. And though he walked alone, something unseen walked with him. Just beyond the mist, the forest was alive, but not with life. Every branch he passed carried marks, clawed deep into the bark, glowing faintly under the moonlight, as if something had been feeding here. His lantern light flickered across the scars, and the trees seemed to whisper when the wind shifted. A crow landed above him, its eyes burning with an unnatural glow, watching, waiting. Rango tightened his grip on the lantern, heart pounding, because he knew, the deeper he went, the less chance he had of ever finding his way back. Then he saw it, a crooked shadow, barely visible through the fog. It wasn't standing right, its body bent at angles no bones should bend, its head tilted far to the side. Too far. At first, it didn't move. It only watched. Rango's throat tightened, and then the figure twitched, a sudden, jerking motion, unnatural, insect-like. He couldn't see its face, but he felt its eyes drilling into him. And from the distance, a whisper slithered through the fog. His name. His breath caught. The shadow in the mist wasn't fading. It was waiting. He raised his lantern higher, but the light faltered, as if something was smothering the flame. In the glass reflection, he saw movement. He saw the crooked head. His own heartbeat thundered louder than the silence, louder than the whispers. The forest was closing in. Shadows stretched and reached, and Rango realized he was no longer just lost. He was being hunted. The fog split, and out of it, the nightmare stepped. Pale skin stretched thin over a body too long, too broken. Arms scraped the ground, claws carving sparks into the stone. Blue veins pulsed under the skin, glowing faintly like fire beneath ice. Its smile, jagged, splitting to wide, cutting across its face. The crooked man crouched low, joints bending backward like broken marionette strings. And his eyes, hollow, endless, black as the void. He leaned forward, and the whisper came again, but closer this time. Right behind Rango's ear, Rango ran. His lantern swung wildly, casting light that only deepened the darkness between the trees. Behind him, the sound of scraping claws, of limbs snapping into impossible shapes as the crooked man chased. He didn't run like a man. He crawled. He climbed. His body contorted across the trees like a spider set loose from hell. The fog itself seemed to flee from him, parting with every monstrous step. Rango's breath tore through his chest, but no matter how fast he ran, the crooked shadow grew closer. The cabin gave him no safety. Its walls groaned, broken, barely standing. He pressed against the wood, lantern shaking in his hands. Silence. He dared to hope. But then through the cracked window, it appeared, upside down, face pressed against the glass, eyes black holes of hunger. Its grin widened with every second, jaw stretching to far, teeth like shattered glass. The sound of claws dragged across the wood, slow, deliberate, savoring the terror. Rango's body froze. He knew the window was only the beginning. The door burst open, with screaming as it splintered into the night. He was inside now, crawling low, limbs bending and snapping, head twitching as if broken bones guided him forward. The crooked man whispered, his voice 1,000 cracks of shattered glass, 1,000 voices at once. The lantern dimmed. Rango lifted it higher, desperate for light, desperate for hope. The shadows swallowed everything. And then, as the crooked smile drew closer, the flame went out.